Oh, hey everybody, we're back with another video. So, one video I've been wanting to make for a very long time, and I keep putting it off, is birria tacos. I know I'm super late on this. Everybody's been making videos about it and talking about it and doing it. Never done it, so guess what? It's my turn. So birria tacos, it's those beautiful tacos where there's the beef and the cheese, and then you dip it in the stuff. And it just looks so good. It's on Instagram, it's everywhere. And it's very easy to make, I think. This is my first time making it. So let's go over what we're doing first. First thing we need. This is the beef. Angus chuck roast. It's about 2.5 pounds. This is 2 pounds of beef shank. You can't find beef shank, which is probably realistic because it was hard for me to find beef shank. Use short ribs or pretty much any beef that has a bone in it. This is not an authentic recipe. Don't get butthurt that mine is different because I don't actually know what I'm doing. I just know it's gonna come out good. And that's the only thing that matters. So let's get into it. We're gonna start out with the beef. We're gonna salt it. I'm gonna throw a little salt on the chuck roast. Need a little bit of oil in my pot here. And then we're gonna give it a quick sear. Ooh, that's the sound you want. Guess what? This is going in there too. You see the stuff on the bottom here? That's what you want. You see that sear action? This is locking in the flavor. It's gonna make it just even a little bit better. You don't have to do this, but if you don't do it, you suck. All right, next up, beef stock. Once it looks like this, come here and look at it. All right, you see how this beef is looking like beefy and stuff? We're gonna take ourselves some beef stock and a little bit of water. We're gonna fill it up till it gets past the beef. It's just past all the meat. Now, you're gonna wait a couple minutes until this gets to a boil, and then we'll move on to the next thing. So let's go over our other ingredients that are gonna go in this for like an hour or so. So first thing, come here. Let's look at these chilies. These are ancho chilies, all right? Basically dried poblano peppers. Like I said earlier, everyone's recipe is different and they all have different peppers. So what that tells me is that the pepper doesn't actually matter, just have something in there. So we're using ancho because my grocery store had them. They didn't have the guajillo whatever peppers, they didn't have them. We're using these. Obviously, we need chili chipotles and adobo sauce, whole can, a teaspoon of ground cumin, 5 or 6 whole cloves, the rest of this container of paprika, which I'm assuming is like a teaspoon or so, oregano, Mexican oregano. I think is this Mexican? Looks like it to me. About a teaspoon or so of that, a few whole black peppercorns, about 7 whole garlic cloves, 4 fresh bay leaves, 1 cinnamon stick, and then a whole onion just cut like this, cut and peeled. Take your chilies. This is about, I don't know, 5 or 6 chilies. We're gonna throw these in here. Take our bay leaves, onions, throw our onions in here, garlic cloves, cinnamon stick. I'm gonna eyeball about a teaspoon of cumin. Same thing with the oregano. We're eyeing it right now. It's about a teaspoon, I want to say. Our cloves, that many. I know I said 5 or 6, but now it's that many. Black peppercorns, that seems like the right amount. You can put this in cheesecloth too, all these herbs and spices, but I don't feel like it. The rest of this, which looks like about a teaspoon, the chipotle peppers, I'm only gonna take about 2 of them because it's in this nice sauce that we're gonna want for later, and I don't want this sauce to boil away. So I'm gonna go ahead and take about 2 of them. We're throwing these in here as well. And I'm gonna give it a little mix real quick just to like kind of get everything together so it's not just sitting there looking stupid. Cool. Then we're gonna go ahead and put the lid on it. We're gonna let this go for about an hour, and then we're gonna come back, take everything out, blend it up, and wait, I almost messed up. Forgot apple cider vinegar. You're gonna need about a 1/4 cup, which this is 1, 2, 3, 4, about a 1/4 cup right there. It's gonna give it a nice tang. So yeah, we're gonna let that go for an hour, and then we're gonna come back and you'll see. All right, it's been about an hour. This is what it's supposed to look like. All right, you see how fantastic that is? Look at this onion. This onion is beat to death. There's a fantastic like chipotle and cinnamon smell, which is amazing. So what we're gonna do now, or we're gonna pull all of the stuff out of here, put it in a blender, and keep the meat in here. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Also, the rest of this this Chipotle chilies in the can, we're gonna use that. We're also gonna use half a cup of crushed tomatoes. If you don't have crushed tomatoes, you can use canned diced tomatoes, or you can just use 2 whole tomatoes. It doesn't matter. So, well, I'm sure there's an easier way to do this. This is all the contents of what we put in there. Now I'm gonna throw this tomato and the rest of these chilies. Next up, this gigantic thing of chicken bouillon. We're gonna use like a teaspoon. Thanks, Myra. Bouillon right there. And then we're gonna throw in a little bit more salt. And then last but not least, we're gonna throw a little bit of the broth from our delicious cooking stuff. I'm gonna use like 2 spoonfuls. Just to get it nice and moist. Boom. Let's go. Cool. Take a gander. Look at this delicious, smelling smooth stuff. Oh, that's spicy. It smells ridiculous. What we're gonna do is add this to here. Also, I didn't say before, but I didn't put the cinnamon stick in here. Some people do that, but I feel like it's too much. So I personally wouldn't. Mix this on up. It smells so good. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna put the lid back on this and I'm gonna let it cook on medium low for another like 2 hours until that beef just falls apart. So periodically check in on it because it could be done sooner than later. Just pay attention to it. All right, it's been like, I don't know, like 2 hours or something, but she's done. Let's just say it's fallen. Here's a bone. Hold on. Look at this. That's all we got. You could say it's fallen off the bone already. So what we're gonna do is transfer this delicious meat into a bowl so we can shred it. All right, we got our delicious meat here. It's falling apart, obviously. Look at it. I'm not even trying. I'm just gonna sit here and make a note that this smells the best ever. And I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys. This is my first time ever making this. We're going on a ride together. There's about 0.5% chance that this could be trash. Look at this, look at this. Let's call it what it is, a consomme. I don't like that word. We're gonna call it the beef taco sauce. It looks like it's done, but we're gonna try the meat first just to test it out. The flavors are fantastic, that's all you need to know. We're making tacos. Let's go. White corn tortillas. It's time for the old dippage, all right? We take it, we dip it in the sauce, all right? Oh, it's hot. I dip my finger in it. Whatever, I'm sucking it up. I'm a man. We're gonna throw it on here. Now, when it comes to cheese, you can use What's His Nuts on YouTube said and use traditional Oaxacan cheese from blah 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 blah. But turns out, I'm not going to Mexico to find cheese. I go to Harris Teeter and you know what they have? Mexican cheese. And that works for me. We're gonna throw down a layer of our fake Oaxacan cheese. Then we're gonna take our beautiful meat that we made, layer this bad boy on. Come on, looks good enough for me. I'm gonna throw a little fresh cut cilantro on this bad boy and some white onion. Again, let's fold this. Maybe I put too much meat. Oh no, that's looking right. I did it right. Golly! We're gonna do a bunch of these. Throw it on. Throw it on. Cheese. Cheese. All right, that feels like a normal amount. Cilantro, a little onion. I'm gonna flip this. All right, that one was better. We just want to get it nice and toasted. We want to get that cheese melted. Huh. Let me tell you something. It's done. We did it. We got ourselves some birria tacos and some of the sauce right there. Look how good that looks. You guys don't understand how long I've actually been waiting to try this. So hopefully I don't disappoint myself because this is the first time I ever made it and this is the first time I've ever tried it. So if it sucks, I don't know. Look at that, the cheese and whatnot. And now we gotta go ahead and dip her on in. All right, moment of truth right here. There we go. No, it doesn't make any sense. It tastes like Christmas. And I don't know why. But there's a whole bunch of flavors going on and it tastes like Christmas. It's like there's a spicy, There's a chipotle smoky flavor. Then you got the cinnamon and the clove for some reason, right in the back area. And then the corn tortilla is just like the blanket over top of all of those flavors, just bringing them all together. But here's the thing. We made the birria tacos, but we're not done. Let me tell you why. We're doing it right. You know, I had to do the ramen. I've seen the ramen too many times, and now we've done it so I can try it out. Basically, I just made the noodles and then I put the broth from it in it. We gotta do it the right way. If we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it the right way. Do I put the noodles? Here we go. This is real. I just make it 10 times better. I'm gonna try out this ramen. Oh my God, I'm an idiot. I didn't even do it right. Hold on, slow motion. All right, what a fool, I forgot to put the meat in there. Whatever, now we're trying it. Now we're trying it for real. Look at this. Here we go. As if I thought it was gonna be any less great. Fantastic, across the board. Flavor is very rich. It's very, that's the only word I can use. It's just banging. And then the ramen, and then you can't go wrong with the ramen. I didn't use any of the bull crap. Any of this? No! We don't need that. We got the delicious soup broth stuff that we made before. That's it. We made the birria tacos. We made the birria taco ramen. It just tastes good. It's a taco with meat and cheese on it that you dip in some sauce, and it's fantastic. Everybody's having a great time. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. Give me a like. Give me is there a thumbs up? I don't. Subscribe if you haven't. I'd appreciate it. I've got till March 26th to get to 1,000 subscribers. If I don't, then I'm a failure. And I'm just gonna keep going. But still, I wanna get there. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys. See you guys in the next video. Goodbye.